Hey, how you doing, folks? Chris Harris here. An episode of Buck Sweet Sports Podcast, presented to you by 18 Studios. That's your place for all your local college and pro sports talk. Today's episode, did I get banned from a certain high school? Let's talk about it. Um, Man, it's something I wanted to really address. Man, I've been seeing these rumors for a while now. For my new listeners, you don't know. Back in February, a little bit of drama as far as the exit for our previous head coach Corey Johnson when he left for Marlboro County. Just just a little backstory, just some of the conversation me and him had in the weeks prior to him leaving. Just talking about some of the stuff he had to deal with as far as the administration goes, and when everything went down, I was pretty unhappy about it. So, I took it, came up here and talked to y'all, did a live show and, basically just kind of talking about, some of the stuff I heard and just, I said I wasn't really happy about how it all, unfolded. Um, after that live, I had some people that were upset, um, lost a couple followers. Maybe lost about 20 followers, but gained like 200. So I don't think too many people were upset about me. But there was some things being said about Corey and stuff said about me. I mean, it is what it is. For the most part, I thought everyone had basically moved on. Corey's moved on. He's got a great job down there in Marlboro County. Um, Obviously, Clem's moved on. They've hired a new head coach, new beginnings here with Coach Johnny Boykin. And obviously, I moved on. I mean, like I said, I talked about how I felt. I talked about what was going on, and I said thought that was pretty much the end of it. I joked about. I said, let me, calm down before um before I end up getting banned. Which, like I said, just saying in a joking manner. A couple weeks went by. A friend messaged me saying, "Man, I heard you was banned from CHS athletic events." I said, I mean, I was joking about it. I don't think that's true, man. Where'd you hear this from?" That's something I've been hearing. I was like, well, I didn't really think too much of it because Clinton's a small town. Rumors are gonna fly. Probably someone saying, "Hey, you should be banned from, any all events." You know, as far as it, being true, I feel like, well, there's really no reason to, ban me over over some talk. I didn't threaten anybody physically. I didn't assault anyone. No threats were made. So it just seems silly and petty at that point. I mean, if they feel what I was saying was untrue, then it shouldn't bother them that much. If I'm if I'm lying, it shouldn't bother me that much, right? Why get so defensive? Like I said, I just felt like it wasn't nothing to it. And like I said, I felt like everyone had moved on. Like I said, browsing through NC Preps the other day. You know, if you don't know about NC Preps is open forum for basically high school football talk. They do a lot of sports, but probably football is the most popular. Um, there was a thread, for talking about the new head coach, and everybody's up there, kind of giving their thoughts and opinions and stuff. And issue with like any, you know, public forum on the internet nowadays. You got trolls, people who just are there just to, try to stir the pot and get under certain people's skin. Somebody made a comment about, something I said during the live a couple months ago. Uh, and of course, I respond, people responded. Uh, like I said, one of the worst things about the internet, man, it's easy for people to sit up there and make up a screen name or whatever, and basically try to hide the fact of who they are. One guy in particular posted something. It, Guy claims he's from Thomasville, claims he's got a friend in Clinton that feeds him a bunch of information. I know who it is for real. It's a Clinton guy. I let him, act like they got me fooled. I know exactly who it is. But, so, like I said, sometimes when you know the truth, it's fun sometimes just to let them think you're fooled. But anyway, he posted something basically talking about how I burned a bunch of bridges in Clinton from what his friend told him. I've burned a bunch of bridges in Clinton. Talked about how I was manipulated by Corey to, he was upset about, something and he wanted to burn CHS on his way out. So he used me to manipulated me and used me to, spread his false rumors and gossip and whatever. All right, first off, you ain't manipulating me. The only way you're gonna manipulate me, it's got to be tacos involved and it got to be a free cruise involved. Neither, and I ain't getting neither one of them from Corey. So just talking to me ain't manipulating me, man. Like I said, me and my conversations with Corey, hearing the stuff he was talking about, I don't. I'm never one. I'm never a person that's going to just leave everything one person tells me. I've heard some of the same stuff from multiple people. They said when there's smoke, there's fire. So it wasn't just Corey saying the stuff that I was repeating to you on that live. I've heard it from other people. So yeah. So about me being manipulated, yeah, I wasn't manipulated. Man. Uh, it takes more than just some one story to convince me, you know. But like I said, I heard other people doing. Parents have told me some stuff they experienced dealing with that administration. So, but uh, I just thought it funny. He talked about me burning bridges in Clinton. If I burn a bridge in Clinton, I'm not aware of it because the same people that I've talked football with, same people I've talked sports with, we're still talking every day, every other day. You know, still, I still got people, like I said, that I reach out to and we talk. As far as I know, we're in good standing. So if I did burn a bridge, it wasn't a real bridge. Quite frankly, there's a lot of two-faced people in Clinton, a lot of fake people in Clinton, and this whole situation, really brought that out because you got people that were rubbing shoulders with Corey this whole time 6 months ago, and they the main ones talking bad about him now. So that just shows you how quick people switch up. On shout out to Corey, man. A couple years ago, we were talking, and he actually offered me a position on the staff. At the time, I was working like a really crazy schedule, and there was no way I would be able to fully commit. And I don't want to, do something like that unless I could be in it 100%. But something he said stood out to me where he said it's not really too many people in Clinton that I could trust. That's what he said. And I mean, if if the events over the past couple of months didn't prove that, then I don't. He was dead right, man. Like I told him a couple of weeks ago. I said, man, Corey, like I understand why you didn't deal with certain people because I mean it's all coming out now. But going back to what this guy from Thomasville was saying, Thomasville. He went on to tell some story about now he's from Thomasville, but now he grew up in Iowa. How he grew up in Iowa, and it was a similar situation where somebody was taking the coach's side and spreading rumors, and you know he went on to say they were never accepted back into a school's functions. Basically, saying they were bad. Okay. uh, he goes on to talk about how me, I've lost the respect of CHS alumni. I've lost the respect of school. lost the respect of my former coaches, lost the respect of former acquaintances. I was like, now I'm just like, okay, here we go. Mr. Mika, can we get some really sad music, playing right now? Maybe a little teardrop, emoji. Like, all right, check this out, man. In sports, I mean, anything, no one's ever going to be on the same. Everybody's going to have different opinions. They're going to have their own thoughts, their own, viewpoints. Like I said, I got a group of friends. We talk. We don't always agree on everything. Some stuff, like I said, we don't always see eye to eye. We butt heads all the time, But at the end of the day, it's good to be around and have a bunch of close, I mean, open-minded individuals who, all right, you have a different opinion than me, but I'm not going to stop dealing with you just because you have a different opinion or different thoughts or different feelings. Those, I mean, that's what I feel like, a real group of friends you can, and then at the end of the day, if we don't agree with something, there's a conversation. Then you come to me and talk to me about it. If I was so well respected by these people that I've, like I said, supposedly burned all these bridges to, how come there was never a conversation? How come you never reached out to me and talked to me and said, hey, man, I really don't feel like you should be saying this stuff, et cetera, et cetera. Instead, like I said, he used the right word. He used acquaintances. Yeah, you may know me, I may know you, but we're not friends because obviously, we don't rock like that. Because like I said, if you really was a friend, you'll reach out to me and talk to me directly. You know. So as far as me losing the respect to all these so-called people, I excuse my French, but I really don't give a fuck. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not gonna stop me from from doing what I'm doing. He went on to say like something about I'm never gonna have the same type of insights within the program that I had before. Like, I mean, it being really close to Corey and Ryan them helped me out a lot last year as far as talking about dark horse football. But I've always been into the program. I don't need to be buddy buddy with the athletic director to talk about dark horse football. That's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. Okay, so like I said, it's just been a lot of like I said, a lot of unnecessary you know talk back home. It is what it is. I mean, I guess I'll try my luck next time I'm in Clinton as far as going into a game. If I am banned, hopefully hopefully they let me choose which picture I can use. They got a picture of me at the front gate or something like that. I don't know how that works, but it would be silly. And obviously I think it's just a rumor because at the end of the day, if they were to do something like that, it would make them look way worse than how it made me look. How it would make me look. But that's basically all that's really been going on, man. Like I said, I appreciate all the love and support that I do have. I got some real peoples out there. When I first posted the, kind of like the teaser post, man, I had people messaging me like, hey, I had to go back and edit the post and make sure I put in there was a rumor because I had people ready to ride. I was like, hold up, bro, nah, it's just a rumor, man. We good. But see, that's real love, man. I appreciate all the support that I get from back home. I say there's a lot of two-faced people and fake people in Clem, and there is, but I feel like the people that you know have an issue with me is a very small counts as a very small percentage of the people back home in Clem. So, like I said, I'm always, and this is the thing that's funny, man. They feel like you know by them saying this stuff that it's going to like, I guess, you know, keep me from being a fan or something like that, man. Look, I don't care if you're athletic director. I don't care if you're a former player. I don't care if you're a former coach, former. I don't care if you're on school board, booster club. You're not going to stop me from being a fan. There's no gatekeeping sport fanhood. You can't. What you gonna do? Break into my house, steal all my clean gear, and build a, come on now. Like it's not gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. I'm always gonna be a fan. My uncle took me to a Clinton Dark Horse football game when I was 7 years old, my first game ever, and I've been hooked ever since. And it's not gonna stop just because some ignorant people back home got an issue with what because you got mad because your dirty laundry got aired out. So that's basically all it is, man. Um, just a rumor. So uh, it is what it is. Uh, this in no shape or form has anything to do with the new coaching staff or no issues with Coach Johnny Boykin. I hope instead, I'm pretty sure these same petty people are probably feeding him bad information about me. I would hope, he seems like a really, cool dude. I see some people that I know that know him that speak highly of him. So I would hope that he would, instead of just sitting there listening to them talk about me, you know, judge me himself without, all that outside interference. Because you got people like I said, especially you guys boosters that think just because they got money that they control everything. They could their opinion is higher than everybody else's. I didn't say all that money in the world don't make you you know the smartest person. Like we Carolina Panther fans out there know David Tepper is one of the richest. Actually, I believe he is the richest owner in the league, but don't know a damn thing about football. So same thing can be said about some of these boosters out here. But I'm gonna get off of that right now. I just want to, put that out there and let y'all know what I've been seeing and hearing. Like I said, I just really find it funny that these people claim that I'm lying and claiming that I'm being manipulated, and I'm still hearing stuff about how the treatment of some of the parents and the things being said about some of the kids that chose to transfer. But these so-called, people, I'm lying. They're, they got all these high morals and stuff. But look what you're doing. But like I say that's all I'm going to say. I just want to speak on that. Um, Moving on, more high school stuff. Lakewood is still in the process of finding their new head coach. Um, Heard a bunch of names, a couple names. A lot of in-house guys that have applied for the job. Um, no timeline. I haven't heard anything about a timeline yet, but hopefully, sooner than later, because this is a crucial part of the season, or off season. A lot of teams are getting out there doing their spring practice, spring workouts and stuff, and really want to get your your staff in place and just capitalize on that time because there's teams out there right now that's that's fully rolling. You kind of put yourself at a disadvantage the longer you wait. But I, at the same time, understand you want to make the right decision. The Lakewood job is something job that should be a really attractive job, really attractive position. Had a solid team last year, finished 10-3, 3-1 in that Carolina 1A conference. Returned a ton of talent. I believe they only graduated 10 seniors, so that's big time. A lot of talented kids coming up from the middle school. They've had 3 or 4 years winning the middle school championship, which include, being Sansom Middle School, which is Clinton's feeder school. So if you're putting it on Clinton, that speaks highly of the type of athletes and stuff you got coming up. So Lakewood's got a good we'll say a good group of guys there right now. As far as 1A football goes, it's all about trying to build a team that could compete with Jeff Craddock and those Tarboro Vikings. And, as hopefully Lakewood keeps on building, and hopefully maybe you could try to conquer that beast there. But that's pretty much the last coaching domino in Santa County, still waiting to fall. So as soon as I hear something, I'll let y'all know the high school stuff. Marlboro County started their spring practice program this week. Like I said, No Corey Johnson and them guys there. They're going to have that team really working hard, and they're going to have them ready to play come August. And I'll post for any Marlboro County fans. I'll post that that practice schedule. I believe they did have some days where I believe it's all open practices, so open for the public. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's set it on the flyer. But I'll post the flyer a little bit later on. Moving on to college stuff um, going on. Uh, Transfer portal, college Carolina football. Jacoby Criswell returning to Carolina, which I found it was a surprise to me. Something I didn't see coming with the current quarterback battle they got in place right now with Connor Harrell and Max Johnson. I did not see that one coming. That kind of caught me off guard. But I'm guessing maybe Mac Brown and staff aren't as comfortable with Connor Harrell and Max Johnson as we thought. So just adding to the competition, that's going to be really heated and really you can see how that plays out. Carolina basketball finally got their first commitment off the transfer portal, landing the Belmont transfer, K. Tyson from Belmont. Somebody that could really, you're looking to fill the void left by Cormac Ryan and Harrison Ingram if he does end up following through as far as NBA draft process goes. So that's big time for Hubert Davis and company. So, and they're continuing to hit the portal and see what other. Still looking for a big man. I feel like they're comfortable with Jalen Washington, but they still want to add a little bit more depth. So they're still looking for someone to help fill the void left by Armando Baycott. Moving on to pro stuff, Carolina Hurricanes finished up the first round matchup with New York Islanders, winning the series 4-1. Like I said, I haven't talked about hockey much. I'm still learning a lot about the sport, but man, if you never watched hockey before, Game 2, I have to go back because I wanted to talk about this last week. God, Game 2 of that series was probably one of the most exciting games I've seen. Man, Carolina was down, had an awesome comeback, and just left New York Islanders fans stunned. And that's just one of those exciting things about the sport, man. Hockey, man, you down and going into the last period and pulling off that type of comeback. I mean, awesome to see. So the Carolina Hurricanes do advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. They'll be taking on the New York Rangers, team that won the President's Cup, best record in the league. So definitely got their work cut out for them in this next round. Moving on to Carolina Panthers stuff, I was going to use this episode to, do a whole draft recap of last week. But like I said, those something that, like I said, that stuff came up, and I just felt like I need to talk about that. But I'm gonna say that Carolina Panthers draft recap for next week's show. But I will say I was very happy with the draft. I feel like the overall theme of the draft was, putting Bryce Young in the best position to succeed going into his second season. Got him a lot of some upgrades as far as receiving threats goes and just offensive weapons, period. And that's been the whole theme of the off season, the work we done, improving the offensive line, trade for Deontay Johnson, and now what we did in the draft, awesome. And one thing I got to talk about, man, last week I was talking about how we didn't have a first round pick, and I was watching the draft. And, I'm gonna watch regardless. The boys put a fast one on me in the night, but like I said, we'll talk about that next week. I'll go through a whole little draft recap for them. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up today. Like I said before, man, appreciate all the love and support I get, man. Always appreciate that. I appreciate if you're still here, you're still rocking with me. Like I said, I appreciate it, man. And definitely, you're not gonna be disappointed, man. I'm really looking forward to this high school football season. Covering all the Sampson County schools, covering Marlboro County. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, I got a lot of fun stuff, a lot of good stuff planned. And then, like I said, it's gonna be a good time, man. And looking forward to just seeing how everything pans out. But once again, if you haven't done so already, man, swing by A10 Studios, like, subscribe, follow, check out all the videos, a lot of great content, everything you want. You got sports, you got religion, inspirational stuff, music, anything you want, man. It's a lot of local studio. So support your local content creators, man. A lot of great people over there doing a lot of great things. They haven't done so already, man. Swing by BuzzFeed Sports Facebook page. Like, share, follow all the videos, all the content. Um, like I said, I'm still doing my photo edits. So if you're a parent, fan, family member, player, you want something done for your student athlete, send me a couple pictures, tell me what you want, and I'll hook it up for you. And like I said, I don't charge. Once again, wrap things up. Appreciate everyone listening in. Hope everyone has a great rest of the week.